Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Group by News stream. Hopefully, everyone's having a great night tonight. Let's see who is online. I see a Sandwich, Oharlu, Nefer, Tanuki, Kawaii Voldemort, Tenor Madness, Amana Susi, Alan Gonzaldic. Hello, this is Dog Anonymous, Nismo. Who else is here? Big Walrus, Gambit 3, Amni. I exist, therefore I think, not Panos. Oh, lots of people here tonight. Thanks, guys, for joining in. All right, let's say today we're drinking bubble tea again. I know I've said I wouldn't drink bubble tea on stream again because it makes me just spend half my time chewing, but I just could not resist. Ended up getting something from Share Tea today. This is a classic milk tea, oolong tea with herb jelly. Won't need to chew so much. I notice that I tend to chew more once it's boba, when it's the regular boba, but with herb jelly, it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad at all. The board that you are seeing in front of you is the board I built yesterday. I know I had some issues with the build stream, but I finally got it all done. This is the Novelkeys Element Plus. Cerakoted aluminum top, all brass bottom. I put FFFF switches on it and topped it with GMK Cerakote for a completely yellow look. So here, let's see. Let's go play this playlist right here. There it goes. Let's see. Oh, Harley says, I just had honeydew milk slush with mango popping boba. That sounds really good. Sounds really good. Yeah, this is probably my first 65% with the brass bottom. It's probably the heaviest 65 that I currently have. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I like it. This one, I think it's a combination of the brass, the gasket mount, and the switches that I picked. It kind of sounds more clacky to me than thock. I'm much more of a thock person than a clack person, so haven't quite made my mind up about this. So yeah, we'll see. I'll type on it for the next week to figure out if I actually like it or not. There we go. All right. Anyway, for those of you new to the show, this show occurs every week, every Sunday at about 7:30 p.m. PST. Basically, I go through all of the group buys occurring between now or occurring within the next 7-day time period. So that's from now, April 25th, all the way till May 1st. So yeah, that's what I'm covering tonight. Well, as many as I can find. Yeah, you guys will find that I miss quite a lot, which is why at the end of this, at the end of the segment, I usually have an audience group buy section so you guys can contribute and help me out here. But without further ado, let's start off with our very first ending group buy. Here we go. The very first ending group buy is this one right here. This is the JTK Avocado. You guys can see it all in the chat so you can follow along with me. But this is JTK Avocado. Contrary to other JTK sets that I've seen, they've actually split out all of the kits here. So if you actually wanted to buy one that would fit your entire keyboard, by entire keyboard I mean everything up to full size, you would need to pick up a modifiers and one of these alphas, and that would set you back at about $130, which is GMK territory. So I'm kind of like, wow, that is really expensive. But yeah, here you guys can see modifiers about 90, alphas about 40, and you have your choice between yellow and green alphas. Then you have your space bars all at about $12 and your 2 dust mats at $17 each. Barugi subscribing for 5 months. Thank you so much. Or 5 in a row with Twitch Prime. Yeah, look at that. This is a group buy that ends on the 28th, so you guys just have a few more days left. As some of you know, I am a big fan of JTK key sets. I've always championed them just because I think, for their price, they're almost as good as GMK, and they also deliver faster. But when you look at this, this one's already like GMK territory. In my opinion now, for this particular set, the only thing this has that's better than GMK now is that the shipping is faster, unfortunately. So let's look at some of the renders here. The color scheme reminds you of an avocado. Well, that is why it is called JTK Avocado. So that's good. That's good that it reminds you of an avocado, because then that would mean that the designer actually hit the nail on the head. There we go. Avocado. Let's look at some of these renders. Not bad. I think based on these renders, I like the yellow alphas more than the green alphas. Infinite Nacho says, do you like GMK as a long-term daily driver? I have a lot of key sets, so I tend to rotate around GMK and not GMK. Alpha GDP subscribed with Prime. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now look at that. I'm not a fan of the enter key just saying avocado on it. It's kind of weird. Go. I'd like to see what this looks like on a green board. That's what I'm curious about. Like, it looks good on this white 1800. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my original opinion that the yellow alphas look better than the green. There you go. This is the whole kit, alphas and modifiers. Remember, if you buy both of these combined, this brings you up to 130, which is already GMK territory. Licking You, subscribe to Prime. Thank you very much. He's saying this was the luck buff on the Jelly SE. Nice. Glad you got it. Glad you got it. Yeah. Alphas. Here we go. All of the kit renders right there. Very nice. Let's see. In terms of the two dust mats, I think I like the white one better. The white one's more my aesthetic, but this one's definitely cuter. It's definitely cuter. So I feel like if you put your keyboard here in the middle, it kind of blocks out one of the avocados. So, oh well. Or half the avocado. Not a bad looking set in my opinion, to be honest. Just that I would prefer yellow alphas. And I also would prefer that this would be cheaper. But anyway, if you guys are interested in this, you have until the 28th. Check it out by the 28th and expect to spend 130 for base kit alone. Next kit is a kit that I got in on, not because I wanted to, but because the crowd, mainly you guys, forced me into it. Of course, what am I talking about? I'm talking about SA Handarbeit. If you guys remember a few streams ago, I kept saying how much I hated the set, so people on stream started doing bits for bait and started contributing money so that I would buy this set, and we actually raised enough money to buy this. As you know, I'm not a fan of SA, but I do tolerate uniform SA, so I eventually got this one right here. But yeah, this set is expiring on the 29th, one day after JTK Avocado. Yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Let's look at a couple of the renders here. Delivery date is next year, so unfortunately I can't show it off to you guys, especially those of you who contributed to making this set a reality for me. There we go. Check it out. Oh, this is interesting. I guess I haven't seen it on a 65 before. The containment unit says differences between sculpted and flat. Sculpted has different profiles from row 4 to row 1. Flat it's really all flat. I believe it's all R3. It's the Simp Popio says, what do you think a good 65% kit for about 200 that is not low profile? Are we talking key sets? Or just a keyboard? If it's a keyboard, then I would say KBD67 Lite. Also, Simp, you do not need to message me 3 times for that. Lady Koki says, oh god, it's terrible. I'll take 5 of them. Nice. Here we go. Look at that. Let's see, Jay, what's up? I'm going to stop watching forever now. You got in on Handarbeit. I was forced into it. I was forced into it. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Look at that. That actually looks fairly decent on a red case. But I don't have any red boards. Oh yeah, someone earlier was asking about the difference between sculpted and uniform. See, this one, you could see it. You can see R3, R4, R3, R2, R1. This is sculpted. If it's uniform, it would all just be this single R3 right here. Can't wait for the reveal stream when this set comes in. I know, right? But yeah, this one's going to be delivered next June or something like that. Looks good on red boards. Yeah, it does look good on red boards. Oh, look at that numpad. I did not buy numpad because I don't have too many boards that have a numpad on them. Space bars, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is a $130 board or kit, only going up to TKL. And you have your choice between sculpted and base kit, like so. You also have numpad for 25 and space bars for 15. Expected delivery is in, what did I say? When did I say it was being delivered in? There you go. Estimated ship date is June 24, 2022. 2022. Wow. That's a long time coming, especially for signature plastics. But yeah, you guys will see it when it comes. So if you guys are interested in this set, you have a few days left. This one expires on the 29th. Click that link before then. Next up is a very popular GMK set. You know stuff becomes popular, especially if there's an R2 for it. This next set, all the way on Novelkeys, GMK Metropolis Round 2. For the base kit, expect to spend 120 bucks. So this is a fairly cheap set. Probably the cheapest set that I talk about today. See, base kit, 120. The Midnight variant is 110. You got compact for 40. Blocks for 30. Signs for 40. Turnpike for 75. And of course, you got your RAMA enter key for 52. And the novelty for 38. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. If you actually wanted to buy all of this, if you wanted to buy all of these kits, you would be spending roughly $539. Let's see, since Novelkeys doesn't really let you expand things, let's just pick one of these that looks pretty good. 65%, there we go. I do have to say that I have never been a fan of GMK Metropolis, but I am a fan of the Midnight variant of it. So let's look at a Midnight variant. Let's see. The Midnight variant would be this guy right here. See, I like this. I like this. This is very classy to me. Javon says, never been a fan of Metropolis, not feeling it. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. But Metropolis, definitely Metropolis. And look at that. It's even cheaper than the base kit, right? It's 110, I believe. Yep, 110. I believe that's because it does not have a numpad. Does not have a numpad. And it also uses less colors. Yeah, this one is expected to deliver Q1 of 2022. Earlier than SA Handarbeit, which surprises me actually. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this set, check it out by the 30th. Iowa says, I want to get both base kits, novelties, and both RAMA. Yeah, if you actually wanted to get all of that, you'd be spending roughly 500 bucks. There we go. There we go. All right. Next key set that is expiring is also expiring on the 30th. This one is all the way on Omni-type. formerly known as Dixie Mech. This one is GMK Blurple. GMK Blurple, $119.99. I guess this is the cheapest base set because Metropolis was $120. Omni-Type beats that by 1 cent. DBXU says, what's the discount using your promo code Wizard on NK? It gives you 5% off your entire order as long as the items are in stock. So you can't do it for like group buy or like pre-order. Yeah, here we go. This is it for a standard base kit, $119.99. Space bars are $33. Alternate alphas are $60.99, and obscure are $44.99. Check it out. Let's go look at some of these renders right here. And there we go. Look at that. When I first talked about this, I was like, yeah, this is not a set that I like, mainly because it's purpley. So as you guys know, I can't really see too much purple. But yet, lots of key sets seem to come out with a purple colorway. Let's see, hold on. Let me pull out the Geek Hack page so I can show a couple more renders here. Kawaii says, this is very pretty. Like, I'm sure it's pretty if you can see it, but I can't see it. I can't see it here. Let's go look at the renders. There, this is what I want. Let's see. Kingfire says, yet you are dressed in all purple. To me, it looks blue. Look at that. I think I like how the board looks more than the key set. Oh, here we go. Here's the Bower right here. Very nice. There we go. If I had to choose which kit, I'd probably go for the darker one. I'd go for I just go for the standard one because I think that the alternate alphas looks a little too bright for me. Here we go. Let's keep looking at some of these vendors. Yeah. And of course, there are 2 dust mats available right there. Yeah, so yeah, if you guys are interested in this, check it out by the 30th. If you wanted to buy all of this, including the RAMA Blurple caps and the dust mats, you expect to be spending roughly $350 to join all of this, unfortunately. Yeah, check it out when you guys have time. Next set that is expiring is a set that I'm actually in on. This one, I knew that I had to buy this one. I've been looking for a decent green set for the longest time. I like Botanical, but not enough to buy it. But this one, this is the set that caught my eye. Here we go. All the way on the Kono store, this is GMK Fox. For the base set, expect to spend $140. Alt mods 105, novelties 60, space bars 35, a Salvin Copper Artisan for 60, and the 2 dust mats for about $17. Check it out, check it out. So yeah, I've been looking for a nice green set for the longest while. I almost bought Kaiju. This looks like a more muted variant of Kaiju. What I didn't like about Kaiju was that it felt too saturated for me, and I was not a fan of the Japanese sub-legends. I kind of wanted something more simple. So which is why when I saw GMK Fox, I'm like, yep, this is the set that I'm buying. This is the set that I'm buying. But yeah, let's go look at a couple more vendors here. I'm not a fan of the Fox on the enter key. I think it actually doesn't look like a fox to me. It almost looks like driftwood. There you go, look at that. Yeah, I quite like it. Big Walrus says, reminds me of Mint. Happy Tailwag says, you have convinced me on the Fox. Oh boy. Looks like a raccoon, not gonna lie. It looks like driftwood to me. It doesn't even remind me of like an animal. See that? Look at that. That just, I can't seem to see the fox in it. I guess, like, I guess the bottom part, there's supposed to be legs, so it does, in a way you can tell it's maybe it is some type of animal. But yeah, that enter key, I'm not a fan of that. There we go. Yeah, I am also not a fan of the lighter colored mods. I would prefer my green mods right there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This one, even though it's the same novelty, I think it's just like the colors that are different. This one, I can actually tell it's a fox. The orange on white looks more like a fox to me than the white on orange. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. What does the orange enter key fox say? Well, if you did everything correctly, it should say thok 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 thok. Or maybe clack 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 clack. Here we go. Oh, look at that. The white on green. Actually, I can tell that that's a fox too. So, Like, what's this supposed to be? This thing over here. Here, let's see if we can find like a novelties. Here we go, novelties. What is this R4 supposed to be? Is that... I'm guessing it's supposed to be a leaf, but it looks like... Was it the fox poop? It looks like fox poop. Or a fox that had a hard time. It's like I can't tell that this is a leaf. It's hard to see. Or is it supposed to be a foxtail? I don't know what this is. I can't tell. Anyway, let's keep looking at these artisans. The paw looks pretty good. But I'd say one of my favorites is actually the desk mats. I like how these desk mats are. Like, my only issue with them, like, this one looks nice to me, but this one is by far the more beautiful of the two. My issue is that the design is in the middle, and I'm like, oh, I really hate that. I really hate that kind of design, because once I put my keyboard on it, it obfuscates any of the art. So I'm just like, shoots. Okay, if only this was like off to the side a bit, but yeah, oh well. Yeah, I haven't quite decided on which desk mat I'm getting. But if I really had to choose, I'd probably buy this. You know. Oh well. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this, make sure you check it out before the 30th. Check it out, check it out. Next set expiring on the 30th. There are so many of them. Next set expiring on the 30th, all the way on Project Keyboard. This one is DCS Delftware. If you guys don't know what DCS is Signature Plastics' response to the cherry profile. It is a very cherry-like profile. The only, like, one of the biggest differences though is it's extremely thin. I've never been a fan of DCS, but it does feel a lot like cherry. But because it's so thin, it also doesn't sound like cherry. So yeah, base kit 140 bucks, numpad 34, and novelties 39. Let's check this out. Do that for 130 bucks. Only fills up to a TKL. I think it's because of the different sub legends here, which is why this kit is a little more expensive. See, heard Delftware was really struggling with MOQ, only 25% earlier this week. Oh, that is not good if that is true. Because what, this is the last week? expiring on the 30th. There's 5 more days. 5 more days and it's only at 25%. Oof. Yeah, it's DCS is not a popular profile, to be honest, and for something like this, like, was it not Amish, thus it's very cluttered, I would agree with you. Like, I can see that, like I understand what the vision for this was, but I feel like those designs should remain on the plate. Right here, let's see if there's a picture here of the plate. Here, you know what, I'll just Google one. Delftware. Here, this is the first item that I see on on Google. Here we go. Apparently, you can buy a plate with a similar design for 1,450 bucks. That's like, it's a very expensive keyboard. Or you can buy a plate. But yeah, as I was saying, I think this design should remain on a plate rather than on a keyboard. However, I do have to say that the desk mats, let's see, where was the desk mats from earlier? Give me those desk mats. Here we go. I'm a fan of the desk mat. This one gives you that same vibe. This one I actually like. And this one too. This one's so cute. I like it. Someone should like get this exact desk mat and put their tangerines on it and be like, oh, I am eating tangerines for dinner. Disappointed they don't call them placemats. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I had to pick one of these, I'd go for this white one. I think this one best adheres to the Delftware aesthetic. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this set, make sure you check it out before the 30th. There we go. Alright, and last but not the least, here, let me close that. Last but not the least is MG Fishing, which I talked about last week and the week before, and I'm kind of like, do they keep extending the group buy? Because they know that I'll always talk about it on the week that it's ending, so they're like, oh, Merlin already talked about it, let's extend it for another week, so he talks about it next week as well. Oh my gosh, the stream died. And then, what's next? Oh yeah, I was talking about MG Fishing. Here we go. MG Fishing. And I was saying how, let's see, that I feel like I've talked about these for the previous 3 weeks, and I wonder if like they're watching me and being like, oh, Merlin will talk about it every week if we keep extending it the day he talks about it. Yeah, I swear this is the 3rd week I've talked about MG Fishing. So yeah, we won't talk about it too much other than it's $99.99 for the base kit, $25 for the novelties, and $10 for the alternate space bars, just like that. So yeah, check it out. Supposedly ending on the 30th, but mark my words, I bet it'll be extended for another week. Out of all these key sets that I just talked about, starting with JTK Avocado, SA Handarbeit, GMK Metropolis R2, whether it be the Midnight or the base kit, GMK Blurple, or GMK Fox, or DCS Delftware, or MG Fishing. Which one are you guys most interested in? Which one are you guys most interested in? Let's see, Chivo Copper says, I want SA Handarbeit so I can be like Merlin. Oh my god, I don't even know what keyboard I would put it on. Let's see, Tanuki says Blurple, Listen Up Phone says Metropolis, but skipping, GMK Fox, honorable mention, Handarbeit, Metropolis Midnight, Metropolis Blurple, Metropolis. So much Metropolis here. Buggy Dude says, if I was going to buy one, it would probably be Metropolis. The one I'm most interested in is definitely the Handarbeit. Oh my gosh. Avocado, GMK Fox, Sticker Delftware and Blurple, Metro Midnight, Delftware. Interesting. Metropolis. Cool. Yeah, as you guys know though, the only key set that I'm purchasing, well, other than SA Handarbeit, because you guys bought that for me, the other key set that I am most interested in is GMK Fox. So yeah, the other ones don't really interest me at all, but if I had to pick a second one, I'd probably go with JTK Avocado. But, you know, too much green for me, so I will stick with just GMK Fox right there. Alright, let's move on to keyboards. Keyboards that are expiring this week, and boy do we have quite a few of them. Let's start off with a macro pad. Here we go. This one is the Macro 1 for 175 USD. You get your option between several colors, a blue base, or gray, or white, or a mixture of any of the two. And basically it's your typical numpad with a rotary encoder, like so. High profile as well, and angled. Let's see, let's look at some of the specs here. There we go, the specs. Aluminum base and top, 1.5mm aluminum. PCB is Type C, all that good stuff. And some fancy design on the back right here. See anything else you can see here? Right there. So yeah, 175 bucks for a numpad of sorts. I feel like, how much was the KBD pad? I swear that was much cheaper. Let me just look really quick. The KBD pad Mark II was only, I swear it was like $100 or something. Yep, KBD pad Mark II is $98.95 on Divinikey right now. So yeah, take that. Compared to this, both are high profile, both are aluminum. KBD pad had a brass plate as well. The main selling point for this is that rotary encoder. I'm like, 175. Oh man, not so sure about that anymore. Let's see, what kind of PCB is it? Is it hot swap? Is it? Oh look, you can upgrade to a hot swap. There we go. Why is it so expensive? I really have no clue. Probably just more machining. It does look nicer than the KBD pad. And it does have a rotary knob, but is that really enough to bring it up to 175? I don't know. You guys decide. This one is from MTBKeys. This is the HB60. Oh, let me decrease. There we go. That looks better right here. The HB60, it's a Cerakoted keyboard apparently. Let's take a look at a few pictures here. 290. You have quite a few choices between. Oh my god, they spelled Sangan wrong. Sangang. Well, I guess if you like Sangan, and there's a whole group of you, you could be the Sangang, right? There you go. You've got universal plate and an HHKB lid, all those things. Let's see, what are the specs on this? Switch plate, 1.5mm thick, aluminum, brush and anodized, sandwich mount with O-rings, 4-degree typing angle. Wow, that's like, usually I have keyboards that are in the 6 to 7 range. Honeycomb pattern machine inside and on the back. Bumper feet. Whoa, PCB not included? But it's made in Canada. Ah, okay. That's why it's expensive. That's why it's expensive for 290 bucks. If it's made in Canada, is that 290 USD or is that 290 Canadian? Let's add it to the cart. Oh, select HB60 in plate color. Let's do that. Let's do teal and black. Add to cart. Yeah, I can't tell if that's USD or Canadian, but if it's USD 290, see if that's Canadian, 290 Canadian to USD is roughly $232.87. So, I feel like that's expensive. Like, sure, maybe because it's Cerakoted and that it's made in Canada, it's reasonable, but as someone was mentioning here, there was the Hive keyboard, which was gasket mounted to begin with, and made here in Seattle, Washington, actually. And it was cheaper than that. It was cheaper than $290. I think it was around $240. So yeah. But even if you assumed that this was Canadian, the Hive was still cheaper. And let's see, are there any more photos of this board? I'm very curious. Here we go. Come on, expand. It won't expand. Never mind. It looks very similar to the Hive design, if you ask me, actually. Looks super similar to the Hive design. Hive 60 with 275. Ah, okay. No PCB makes it more expensive. That's true. Yeah, this looks very similar to the Hive for HB60, but it's Cerakoted. Would this be worth the price? I don't know. I don't know, actually. Anyway, if you guys are looking for a nice Canadian-made board, check it out. Check it out for $290. I'm gonna assume it's Canadian because it's a Canadian store, but you can't always assume that because if you go to ZealPC is also a Canadian store, but its prices are US dollars. Right? So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, check it out. Cajun says, I don't think it's worth it for the sandwich mount. I would agree with you on that. Climb says, when is the next interest check stream? We do not stream interest checks, actually. But I do put out a video every now and then whenever I'm actually reading about interest checks. Next board that is ending is another board that I missed. But I'll just talk about it on the ending segment. This is the RAMA M6C right here. This is a 6-key keyboard. You know, one of his more popular designs, one of his earliest designs actually, making a comeback for 125 bucks. It is in the Metropolis colorway. Let's see, anything else here? USB-C, integrated plate, in-switch RGB LED switch sockets, which are hot swappable, compatible with QMK and VIA, all the usual stuff, all the usual stuff. Oh yeah, let's go take a look at that. Open image in new tab, let's check it out. Check it out, I've seen a few of these in person and they really do look beautiful, but I don't think I've ever been able to justify 125 for this, right? It just seemed way too expensive for a 6-key keyboard. Like, I can understand that the case, like the outer shell, looks absolutely amazing, but for me, 125 is still a little too steep for this, right? A little too steep. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this one expires on the 30th. You got a few days. I believe that's the same date the GMK Metropolis ends. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, both of them expire on the 30th. You can buy them together. What look good with Super User? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Autograph says, my Protocol full keyboard costs that. Yeah? 125 is also more expensive than a KBD67 Lite. Next up is another keyboard. There we go. This one is the Hidari, all the way on Mekibo. If you guys have never heard of Mekibo before, they are TX keyboards rebranded. So it's basically the same group of people, just a different name, Mekibo. And this is a 60% with left side numpad, as you guys can see here. When I first talked about this board, I did mention that, you know, this is good for people who want the numpad on the left, but you also have to be good with the arrows on the left and a 1.25U left shift, right? That's the gotcha right there. The board is also 419 bucks. You have your choice between bluish pink, olive green, royal purple, silver, blue, gray. See, I did not see that pink. There we go. There's the pink. LLP says, I tried really hard to like Southpaw. Kingfire says, I kind of really want this, just wish it didn't have arrows at all. Left hand couldn't get up to speed versus right hand. Purple looks lit. Yeah. See, like, here, if you look at the layout right here, see? That left shift, like, I exclusively use left shift. I barely use right shift when I type. And a 1.25U left shift, I feel like I would just mistype that a lot. Right? And in terms of arrows, I do prefer having my arrows on the right. So this feels like it's tailored exclusively to people who are left-handed, right? Who are left-handed and actually want arrows there. I feel like this could have been more generalized if he had not even included arrows and just been like, you know, just keep 60% with numpad on the left. Oh yeah, you know, let's see, there's a soldered option. What's the hot swap option? Okay, hot swap option. Okay. Yeah, still that 1.25U shift. I feel like he could have made it larger. There is room, right? Is there room? Oh no, there's no room. Just that the KLE looks kind of weird. KLE looks kind of weird there. Are 1.25U shifts easy to find? Yes, they're actually included in a lot of GMK sets. This is a nightmare for lefties. We lose all that mouse room. I'd hate having this as static gauge. Let's see, when is this supposed to be delivered? This is supposed to be delivered in... Does it say anything? Timeline. GB ends the 30th. Yep. ETA Q4 of 2021. That's this year, guys. Just in time for Christmas, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So, get this. That's 419 for the aluminum version. If you switch it to brass, it bumps up to 519. This is a fairly expensive board. But if this is up your alley, make sure you check it out before the 30th. Next board that is ending on the 30th. Here we go. Is the UTD360C. Check it out. If you guys are looking for a quality TKL and have 350 to spare, you have your option between black and silver. Look at that. Oh, I like that. This is Triumph Adler. Wait, is that Triumph Adler? Looks like Triumph Adler. Can't tell for sure. And yeah, here we go. Let's go check it out. Internals. Internal brass weight. I always think that that's funny, having an internal brass weight with a design. But this was very popular. This kind of design was really popular in 2015, 2016. Let's see, look at that PCB right there. I believe this is still USB Mini B? Or is it connected? Oh, it's look at that. The cable has to be connected directly to the PCB. Yeah, that's a no-go for me. Like, I get it. This is supposed to be a revitalization of a classic mechanical keyboard design, but for me, that's no longer something that I'm into, right? Like, if this was 2015 for 350 bucks, I would have been like, oh my god, I gotta buy that right now. But these days, I like USB-C. I like removable USB. So this one's just not for me. Not for me at all. But is it pretty? Yes, it is. I really like the classic design here. It's definitely pretty. Let's see, any more information here of when this will be delivered? Yep, US exclusive from the 1st till the 30th. 100 minimum order quality or quantity. Let's see. You will need to solder the USB cable to the PCB. Why solder? Why can't they just plug it in? Plug it in and just secure it with, I don't know, like clips on the actual case. See, when is this supposed to be delivered? Oh, here we go. Expected to deliver in 3 months after the group buy concludes. So that's actually pretty good. This should get to you by August? Maybe? Will it get to you by August? Nope. 360C powered by OTD. You don't think a JST will fit through the cable hole? Probably. The static gauge says, but think of the purity. You know, if you are a purist, more power to you. More power to you. Alright, I'm just saying this is not a board for me, but it could be a board for someone out there, right? Could be a board for someone out there, especially at this price, 350 bucks. 350 bucks. That's really good. But yeah, check it out. Check it out before the 30th. Click on that link. The next board that is ending. Next board that is ending is also on the 30th. A couple of people have been talking about this a lot. This is the Titan65, all the way on the Kono store. You have your choice between an aluminum or a brass one. You have your choice between white and black, and a hot swap or a soldered PCB. Very pretty. Here, I believe this is the bottom of the brass unit. Look at that. Very pretty. Definitely up my alley, right? Look at that. Yeah, I really like this thick thick bezel. And I'm surprised at how relatively cheap it is. I was actually expecting this to be around 400, maybe 420. But at under 420, that's just, I think it's a pretty good deal. That. Yeah, I like that. There's that blocker right there. Looks really hard to pick up. Yeah, it is. It sounds very hollow. Yeah, I'd love to see an actual build stream of these, but these look pretty good. People say it sounds weird. Click to expand. It looks good though. Hard plate. Is there no plate changing? Yep, there is no option to change the plate. Oh boy. Let's see, when is this supposed to be delivered? Estimated production completion is Q4 2021, so probably Q1 or Q2 2022. Let's see, key features, seamless assembly with bottom panel, 7-degree typing angle, daughter board USB-C with the unified C3 daughter board, awesome, very cool, per key RGB, good, good, good. As some of you know, I have a Doro 67, which was based off of one of RAMA's designs, the M65A, I believe. This one looks quite similar to it, if you ask me. This one just has, I believe its bezels are thicker, and the footprint's also larger. I think this would be a adequate replacement for that. If you also know, if you've also followed the history of the Doro 67, you know it's been plagued by undelivered units and broken PCBs. So, you know, if I had the money, I'd probably buy this to replace it. But who knows? Who knows? Tug Person says, looks good considering most 65s look exactly the same. I agree with you. In fact, the board that I'm using right now, a lot of people have said, oh, Merlin, it just looks like a yellow NK65. And I'm like, actually, yeah, it does. It does. Here, let me pull out my NK65. Other than not having a blocker, or like the indicator LEDs, like on a first look, it's pretty similar, right? Looks like a drop alt. That too, right? Like lots of 65s start to look very similar. Looks like a Norbauer. Looks like a key cult. You know, over time I feel like classic designs it's just hard to see which one's which. But yeah, I can understand how 65s can all start to look the same. Alright. Yeah, you guys are interested in this, definitely check it out before the 30th. Alright, next one. Next one is going to be good for all the 40% fans here. This is the MB44 right here. MB44 cute $250 40% keyboard. So you can choose your colors between blue-gray, which is what's depicted, a purple one. You can choose a green and a black one. And you also have an opportunity to get a plate foam and a polycarb plate. By default, it comes with an FR4 plate. Here's a center mount USB-C. Look good, 7-degree typing angle, big bar and 3 split bar layout options. It also uses the unified C3 daughter board, which is really good. Love seeing that stuff. I think a lot more designs should start to include it. There's the PCB, and these are the layouts supported. And look at that. It also has a rotary encoder option located in... where is it? Where is it supposed to go? Here, open image in new tab so I can actually read it. RE, you could put the rotary encoder in the middle of the board, in the middle of the spacebar. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's very neat. This might be the first keyboard I've seen that has a rotary knob in the middle. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, overall, I think it looks good. Oh, also on the left. Also on the left. Oh, yes, I see that. Where control should go. 3 locations. Where's the other one? Here, let's go look again. 3 locations. So here, there's one in the middle, there's one on the far left. Oh, and there's one where escape should be. There we go. I see it now. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, this is a $250 board. If you include the plate foam and the polycarb plate, it does bring the price up to $288. Yeah, check it out if you guys want. This one expires also on the 30th. With that said, that should be all of the keyboards that are ending this week. So let's do a quick recap. First board expiring is the Macro 1 Macro keyboard for $175. You have the HB60 for $290 US. You have the Metropolis themed RAMA M6C for $125. You have the Southpaw 1800 Hidari for $519 with the brass option. You have the UTD360 for $350. The Titan65 for $379, and last but not the least, the MB44 for $250. Out of all of these, which ones are you guys most interested in? Which one are you guys most interested in? Let me know in the chat. Avel says, are you a wizard? Yes, I am. I am indeed a wizard. See, Lil Turk says MB44. Listen Up Phone says full pass. Sir Mr. Positivity says I'd go for the 40, MB44, Macro 1, and MB44. M6, Titan65, none of these. Hidari, MB44, MB44. Wow, MB44 is pretty popular. Titan65, MB44, so close to buying one. Titan65. None. Macro 1. Pass on all. Titan65. Macro 1. Yeah, I think out of all these keyboards, like you guys know that I'm not a 40% user. I also don't like TKLs too much, especially when it's this design with the non-detachable USB-C cable. I don't like the Hidari. Not a macro pad user. Tired of 60%. So if I had to pick one board to buy, I'd probably go with Titan65. Do that with Titan65 just so I can replace my Doro 67. Look at that. See, Volleybox has so much effort regarding the 40s. Some people like it. It's not for everyone, obviously. Like, I know programmers who use it, and I also know programmers who absolutely hate it. But yeah, this is the board that I would go for. Titan65. So, I won't forget this week because I almost forgot last week again, but at the end of the ending group buys, I like to tabulate how much it would cost to join everything here. So yeah, just as a quick recap, if you wanted to buy every single group buy I talked about, buying every kit, every RAMA cap, every solvent cap, every desk mat in a key set, and buy all of the premium options, you'd be spending quite a lot. And just as a quick recap, stuff ending this week is JTK Avocado, SA Handarbeit, GMK Metropolis Round 2, GMK Blurple, GMK Fox, DCS Delftware, MG Fishing, you got the Macro 1 keyboard, the HB60, the RAMA M6C, the Hidari, the UTD360C, Titan65, and the MB44. If you want to buy all of these, you would be spending a grand total of $4,439.78. Once again, that's $4,439.78. Definitely one of the more expensive weeks this year. So yeah, it's quite a lot. Quite a lot. $4,439.78. Yeah. But anyway, one thing I like to talk about is because sometimes group buys can take forever and a day, right? Take a year, anywhere from a year to 2 years, or never, I guess. People joining the hobby occasionally ask, what can I buy today? So I do have an in-stock segment right here. Of course, I'm not going to talk about every in-stock item in the world, because then I would spend like 10 hours just surfing through Amazon. But I do want to draw your attention to a website that I have found extremely helpful, and that is thoughtstock.com. This is actually set up by Scott Waters, who's actually in chat right now. Scott Waters, please say hi if you're still there. He has tabulated a bunch of in-stock items in their respective categories here, from keyboards to switch modification. Of course, try as he might, he doesn't get everything, but I would say this is a very comprehensive list. With that said, I do want to bring attention to a few items that some of them are not actually on here. So yeah, the very first item that I'd like to draw attention to is something that has helped me out a lot. The JTK keycap trays, all the way on MK Ultra. If you are here in the United States and want to better sort out your key sets, check it out, JTK keycap trays. If you're not, I guess I think Drop is doing a pre-order of them as well. But yeah, I found these extremely useful. Let me grab mine really quick. Here, just like a quick example here. Recently bought GMK Godspeed, and what I've done is I've taken the paper trays of sorts and done them, and put them like this, and put the JTK tray in there. Makes them extremely easy to carry around and like organize like so. MK Ultra is doing a pre-order. Oh no. Okay, well I guess you can still pre-order it through him or through Drop. But yeah, this is what I like to do. I really like to keep the original bandoliers. I don't throw them away. So I try to make this work with this. Yeah. Scott says, I have the JTK. Oh, you can buy them at 1UP as well. There we go. Except 1UP sells them for really expensive. I feel like the last time I tried to buy them from 1UP, it was like 17 bucks for one. Whereas I believe MK Ultra does 17 bucks for two. But yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Another item I'd like to draw your attention to is the MT3 Dasher keycap, right? So Dasher is actually one of my favorite colorways. Unfortunately, when it first came out, it was just on the SA profile, and I was like, oh, I love how it looks. I'd probably just end up buying it and never use it, and I'm like, I'm not all about that. So I'm glad to see that it's at least in a profile that I would consider. This MT3 right there. So of course you've got the base kit for 110 and an ortho kit for 65 if you just absolutely need to have this. Right here, see that? Free returns in the USA. So yeah, the last time I bought an in-stock item from Drop, it did take a couple days. Oh, here we go. Estimated ship date is April 29th, 2021. That's 4 days away. 4 days away. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Let me paste that in chat again. Last set I'd like to talk about, or the last in-stock item I'd like to talk about, is the Sirius keyboard right here. So the Sirius is actually one of my favorite 60%. I have the all palm variant, but these days you can buy not just the all palm, but also the polycarb. I'm actually been considering purchasing the polycarb for myself, but it's kind of hard to buy something that you're like, I don't want to use 60s anymore, but it looks so pretty. Looks so pretty. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, check it out. It is $325, and this supports pretty much, as far as I know, any standard 60. You could put a DZ60 in it, you could put a DZ60 RGB, one of the Canon keys and Cs, whatever you want. As long as it is a standard 60, it should fit. So check it out, check it out. But yeah, let's talk about starting group buys. There. So all of these starting group buys that I'll be talking about are not starting today, so they're all just Geek Hack pages for the time being. Just Geek Hack pages. The very first item I'd like to talk about is opening on the 27th. And of course, this is GMK Sunset Surfing. Check it out. GMK Sunset Surfing. I feel like I talked about this 2 weeks ago because it was supposed to start that week, but then it got pushed off. But yeah, this uses two custom colorways, Pantone, 172C and 294C. There it is. Look at all that. Base kit up to full size, mono alphas. And yeah, at the time when we first talked about this, I did mention that I prefer just the base colorway, but not the mono alphas. There we go though. Let's go take a look at some of the renders right there. Yeah, it looks a lot like Alter. Yeah, I could see that. Do that. It's really pretty. I like the red accents there. Reminds me of Cobra from G.I. Joe. I see that too. I see that too. See that. It's a very good looking set if you ask me. I definitely feel like this, like the set comes together if you include accents. On its own, with no accents, it just kind of looks boring, but the accents make it, especially if you put the escape and the enter key on. Sort of wish it had red modifiers as an option. Nah, I don't think I would like that. There we go. Let's see. Vendors that this will be sold through are Kono, Ashkeys, My Keyboard, Switch Keys, and TikTok. Cool. Cool beans. And looks like they have a collab with Define Cables. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this, this is supposedly starting on the 27th. So as I said earlier, I talked about this, I believe, 2 weeks ago, thinking it would start then. So there's a chance that this could be pushed off further. So who knows? Who knows? Stay tuned to the Geek Hack page. Next set that is starting is occurring on the 30th. There we go. This one is inspired by Arch Linux. There we go. I myself have never used Arch Linux before, but I am familiar with the colorway. I've seen lots of pictures of it. Look at that. You've got the shell kit right there. Then you've got the TTY kit, which is the alpha kit. Let's see, you got the Powerline kit. Nice. I use Powerline. I like it. You've got the GCC kit. Wow, okay. I really like how he's naming these. GCC kit, there's localization kit. Okay, okay. There's the GUI kit. Cool. The R kit, is that how you pronounce it? Or is it just AUR? AUR? Sudo. I use Arch, by the way, as your enter key. I like that. I like that a lot. Very cool. And of course, dust mats. Oh, I like that. That's really pretty. Let's expand that a bit. Expand. Oh, distro, Arch Linux, kernel Linux, shell. Very cool, very cool. I like that. Then of course you've got the desk view without the stats on it and all that. You got TriMat. Not a big fan of that design, but definitely like these two. Nefert says, I gotta get this set just for the theme. I feel like a lot of people will do the same. Vendors. Vendors are gonna be Mex & Co, My Keyboard, Prototypist, Tastature, also known as Mechanist. Okay, I didn't know he rebranded himself to that. There's Ashkeys, Daily Clack, Swag Keys, Fancy Customs, Ilum KB, and KBD Fans. There we go. Oh, pricing. Here we go. This is what we need. If only I could read it, right? Let's see. MOQ is $500 for the shell kit, which is the base. It's $128 on Mex & Co. That is very good pricing. That's actually a very good pricing. Wow. Okay. Ashkeys 164, Latin America 125,000 CLP. Very good. Yeah, this is a very good price if you ask me. Nice. Okay. Check out the artisans. Is that listed here? Artisans. Oh, here we go. There's sleeves. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. Nutcracker, which is just the switch opener. Wrist rest. Oh, dang. Of course, you've got the dust mats, and you've got cables. Yeah, cables. Beer cables. Okay. The dread keys. Okay. Looks good. 3D. Oh, wow. Let's see what his clack keys have. Ah, there we go. Very pretty. Donut Path as well. Subscribed for 4 months. Currently on a 1-month streak. Thank you. Thank you so much. Haven't been here in a while. Just saying hello. Well, hello to you, and thanks for dropping by. Yeah, we are on the starting group buy segment, and we are what? This is the second key set that we're talking about. So we probably have like another 45 minutes here. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But yeah, as I said earlier, check it out. Starting on the 30th, join the conversation there. Next up is GMK Hazakura. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. There we go, GMK Hazakura. It is a pink set. And I like how they've noted that the base kit and pricing and the MOQ are all part of the kit title right there. Yeah, this one starts on the 1st, May 1st. If you're looking for a cute pink set, this might be the one for you. This one's $134.99, 500 MOQ. You also have Aladdin base set if you don't want the Japanese sub-legends. Then you got novelties. Is it just me, or is this really hard to see? Like, I feel like I need to squint to see it. Yeah, that white on pink is just... Like, I can tell it's a cat, so I'm kind of like, I may need to buy this because it's a cat, but if it's gonna be this hard to see, I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Arceus, I'm pretty sure this will hit MOQ with just straight chroma alone. Oh my gosh. Yes, Javon, those are cats. Cats that I can barely see. But yeah, I don't know. Like the white on pink aesthetic is just not for me here, but here we go. 40s is $35, not bad, and space bars are 30. Vendors are going to be with Mekibo, also formerly known as TX Keyboards, Desk Hero, Fancy Custom, Daily Clack, Z Frontier, TikTok, Swag Keys, My Keyboard, and Prototypist. Let's go look at some of these renders. Like, I like pink, you know. I do like pink, but it needs to be like matched with a good color. See, Tug Person says girlfriend sets. Yeah, girlfriend sets. Hey, yeah, here we go. Like, look, see that flower on the escape key is extremely hard to see. I'm hoping that this is just because of the render, but that the real thing will look better. But yeah, that's just hard to see. Yeah, I can barely see those sub-legends. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I may have to get those novelties. How much are the novelties? Novelties are $55. Oh man, is that worth it? Is it worth it just for the cats? Probably. Probably. There you go. Look at the dust mats. Aw, that is cute. Okay. I may have to buy it. Aw, that's so cute. I like it. And here we go. You've got some RAMA cat caps. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I may pick this up just because of the cats, but the whole kit itself, the base kit, I'm probably gonna pass on it. Right here, this one seems easier to see. Twitch Car says, this set is not for me. I may have to buy it. You do not take my sentences in context, man. I said I wasn't going to buy the base kit, but I would buy the novelties and the RAMAs. Yeah, set is cute, but the legibility. Oh, look at that. There is a RAMA M6C, and it has a cat on it. Oh, man. For the collectors, I guess. Yeah, that is way too cute. Oh my gosh. Cats are worth at least 1,000. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Okay, well, this one goes live on the 1st. If you guys absolutely love pink or absolutely like cats and don't mind the poor readability, check it out. Check it out. Follow along on Geekhack. All right, next up. Next up is another key set which I'm not sure how to pronounce, but here we go. This one is GMK SHashin. I think that's how it is. Shashin. Who knows? And yeah, this is another dark colored key set. You guys can see right here. Hopefully you guys can see it properly. I know the background is black, so black on black just makes it more difficult. You got your hiragana base kit right here. Second try was correct. Shashin? Really? It's photo in Japanese. Oh, okay. This reminds me of horror games. Okay, I did not know that. Cool. Of course, you've got your alpha kit if you do not like Japanese sub-legends. There we go. Novelty kit. There we go. You got your camera settings. You've got your what do you call that? It's like the fins in your aperture. Okay, you got a flash right there. You've got a lens. You got auto white balance, ISO, raw. Okay. And spacebar kit right there. In terms of the desk mat, oh, that's hard to see as well. Ooh. It's a bunch of Polaroids, I guess. That's actually pretty. That's what do you call it? That's very artistic. I like that. I like how that looks. Not sure I like it as a dust mat, but I just see like the artistic value in it. Okay, looks like vendors are Valve Supply, My Keyboard, KBD Fans, Daily Clack, Dusk Hero, Prototypist, Ilum KB, and Fancy Customs. Cool. Here, let's go look at some renders here. I like it. Yeah, those aperture blades look really cool. The flash on the ISO key, nice. Okay. Simple, clean sets. Yeah, I agree with you. And check it out. Check it out. So, some of you may already know this, but when a key set has sub-legends on it, I greatly prefer having modifiers just be icon modded. So this one seems to do that just fine. Like, I know the bottom row still has text modifiers, but I can deal with this. I can deal with this. Bookmonger says, not too flashy, pun intended. Excellent. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this set, this comes out on the 1st. So follow along on the Geekhack page for further updates and if you want to join any of the conversations. Next set is an ePBt set. So if you guys are getting tired of GMK left and right, now we finally have something a little more affordable and something that's PBT. This one is ePBt Pomelo right here. Look at that. For the base kit. Base kit, $105. This is what you get. Very Pomelo-like, if you ask me. I actually quite like it. See, 40s base is 50 bucks. Another good pricing right there. The novelties for 25. Let's see, what do you have here? You see a bunch of fruits here. A pomelo branch, I think. Look at that. See, a lot of people are saying, yuck, watermelon, not a fan. I don't like the green. Then you have the ISO for 10 bucks right here. Numpads for 24. Then you have accent space bars for 10. White bars for 10. And vendors are going to be KBD fans, Rocket keyboards, expansion of Rocket cables. You have Ash Keeps, Candy Keys, Fancy Customs, Escape Keyboard, and Protozoa Studios. And you have a couple mats available for 20 bucks. You've got the Blossom mat, the Fruity mat. And let's see, let's take a look at this. I actually like these colors. I like these colors. Let's see, Bogey Dude says, I like everything but the alphas. Looks like salmon wasabi. Okay, now that you mentioned that, I like it even more. Salmon and wasabi, yeah. I could use some salmon right about now. Okay, and this render, the pinkish looks a little too saturated, so this I'm not a fan of, but the other ones look pretty good. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any of the novelties, but just like the regular kit looks fine to me. Look, the Paragon, there we go. Reminds me of GMK Dongo, but saturated. Yeah, I see that. I see that. But yeah, let's see. Let's go look at it. 105 for the base kit. 105 for an ePBt set that only goes up to TKL. That seems fairly expensive to me. Well, then again, a lot of our pricing is increasing over time, so this might just be a consequence of that. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I think out of the two dust mats, I'd probably pick the fruity one. Metal keycaps. Not a fan of the metal, to be honest. Slayer says, Dango seems like more my flavor. Nice. But anyway, if you guys are interested in this one opens on the 1st. So check it out. Check it out right there. And last but not the least, this is probably the other set that I really like. This one is ePBt Sniper. This one is supposedly opening on the 1st. But here we go. This is the Sniper set base kit right there. I like it a lot. I actually like this more than Pomelo. Let's see. He's still saying group by date, announcement, and pricing. There we go. May 1st till June 1st. There we go. There we go. It's Honey Nut says, did I miss Arch? No, you didn't. Arch is starting this week, actually. This set is a must cop for me, says Izashu. Yeah. There's the magazine right there as well. Ammunition. Let's see, what do the dust mats look like? Okay. Not a fan of the dust mats. So I'm not really big into this theme, but I am into these colors. Oh yeah, look at those renders. That looks really good on a whiteboard. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is absolutely up my alley. So you really love the colors of it, very Delta-esque. Yeah, I see that too. On the Iron 180 on a dark blue board, is this good? Yeah, this looks good. Looks really good. 100% put this on a whiteboard, so it's KJ pose. Yeah, this is GMK Agent with weird colors. I quite like it. And it's ePBt as well, so it should be cheaper. But look at that. It's selling on Makibo, Dust Hero, My Keyboard, Prototypist, Daily Clack, Ilum KBD Fans. And the base kit is 99. Yes, that is definitely affordable. 99 bucks for this. That is absolutely worth it, especially if the colors come out like this. Okay, this is probably a must buy for me. But yeah, you guys can check this out. This one is opening on the 1st. Join the discussion, follow this page for future updates. So anyway, out of all these sets that are starting this week, which one are you guys most interested in? Once again, that is GMK Sunset, or GMK Sunset Surfing, followed by GMK Arch. It's gonna get a good picture there. GMK Arch, GMK Hazakura, GMK SHashin, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, ePBt Pomelo, and then ePBt Sniper. Out of these key sets, which ones are you guys most interested in? Let's see, I'm seeing GMK Arch, Sniper, Arch, Sunset Surfing, SHashin, Arch. Lots of Arch lovers here. Pretty awesome. See, Sniper, Sunset, and SHashin. Arch. Yeah, Arch seems to be the most popular one this week. Earth says, no monies pass. Yeah, I know. I think that's the cold reality for a majority of us. No money, so even if you do like something, you just have to pass. I think for me, the ones that interest me the most is definitely this guy right here, ePBt Sniper, and Arch. Those are the two that I like the most here. Of course, it depends on if I'll have enough funds to make my purchase when the time comes. As a close third, but really only for the novelties and the desk mat, it's going to be this one right here, GMK Hazakura, just because I like the cats, right? GMK broke, oh my gosh. Too many backlog boards and keycaps, unhealthy, yeah. Those are all the starting group buys I was able to find, and as usual, I am bound to miss quite a few things, so now is the time to send me stuff right here. Here. You guys can follow along. Oh, sorry, that's not the right command. The correct command is audience GB. Here, let me open up the page for you guys so you can read along as well. But yeah, if you feel that I missed something, on today's show, anything keyboard related that is either starting or ending this week, keyword this week, please send it to me. Please send me a context, a link, start, end dates, and anything to pay attention to. Please do not send me an interest check of a keyboard that is supposedly starting next month or something like that. Just try and keep it within this week. So yeah, I'll keep this open for the next 5 minutes and we'll see how many people send me stuff. I did not mention any keyboards that are starting this week because I couldn't find any. So Alan Sue, if you know of any, just send me a link. Or send me a whisper, actually. You can actually either use the /W command or just right-click on my name and click whisper. Okay. Let's see. Peter Poppins sent me something. It's a restock. Yeah, sure. We can cover a restock. Doesn't really fall into the group buy section, but I think some people would be interested in this. Of course, what we're talking about is the Bella. This is a Bella restock all the way on KBD fans. If you were looking for a 75% that had separated out arrows, functions, and rightmost column, this might be the board for you. For $269, this is what you get. I was originally super excited about this board, like absolutely. I was like, this is a must buy. And the reason being is at the very top here, let's see if we can find a photo, was, here we go. See that on the top here, you can see a little cutout, a little creature that I thought was a cat. And I was like, okay, I'm buying this board just for the cat. I don't care if the board is any good, I just want to buy it for the cat. And then the day that it launched, I found out it was a dog. And I was like, okay, not buying it, this is the worst board ever. Jack Static subscribed with tier 1 for 18 months. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you guys like the board, definitely check it out. It just restocked on KBD fans. I'm definitely not buying it because of my dissatisfaction. Was so upset after Wei revealed that it was a dog. If they changed the date, then let's talk about it again. I talked about this last week. This is the SPRH. And if I remember correctly, this was an ortholinear board that was fairly expensive. A lot of people on stream actually disliked it greatly because of that. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that layout support right there. Yeah, apparently this one ends this week as well. It is a $350 board, ending on the 30th. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is from Maker Keyboards. There you go. This is the Scarlet. I actually didn't know that it had already started, but here we go. Scarlet Hot Swap Keyboard Kit, $239. Same people who made the Phantom 65, which I have yet to build. I have mine right in the corner here. Just have to find a good Saturday in order to build it. But yeah, for $239, you get a board from Canada, USB-C daughter board, silicon O-ring gasket. Let's see what else. Hot swap PCB, hot swap layouts, technical specs, 7-degree typing angle, palm plate available in black, ESD and overcurrent protection because of that daughter board. Cool, very cool. Let's see. Let's look at some pictures here. Ah, this is another vendor who won't let you expand it. You just have to do open image in new tab. Here, let's do that. That's what the bottom of the board looks like. Very cool. Given their issues with the Phantom 65 plate, I really hope that the plate on this is top notch. Yeah. Let's go look at that. Here we go. You guys know how I feel about TKLs. This is just another TKL that looks like any other TKL out there. But SovKB is saying this is 240 USD. Ends when GB units are sold out. So the fact that you can still buy it seems like it's good. But it comes in black, white, and blue. With white and blue being the more expensive one at $279. And of course, you can choose between a WinKey layout and a WinKeyless layout. Okay, that's cool. LF Null says no Windows button. You can put your Windows button anywhere you want, but I'm assuming you mean the blocker here. And as I just said, you can actually choose between WinKey and WinKeyless. Very cool. But yeah, check it out. Check it out. Thank you, SobKB. But here, since you sent this to me, let's do this one. Over on TKC, apparently Sanctuary Rebirth is available for $120 in stock. if you guys are looking for a TKC Divinikey set and just happen to really like this colorway and have 120 bucks, this is currently available in stock. Add-on kits are sold out. Blackout kits are 25. Not bad. Not bad. Cool. Thank you very much, Reem. Anyway, I don't think anyone else is sending me stuff right now. So maybe I did pretty good this week. Maybe I didn't miss all that much. And out of the ones that the audience sent me, it was really only, what, there was an in stock. There was this guy who was supposed to have ended last week. This one I completely missed. And then there was this one that is an in stock. The Veeam says, maybe it's stuck in port. Yes, I love that. See, Phoenix Rising says, can't really blame TKC for parcel screwing it up mid-shipment. I believe I got route insurance, so maybe. Who knows, maybe. Gotta ask for a replacement for my port. This is the only key set I have ever bought from the key company, and it's unfortunate that the only key set that I bought is failing to get to me, so who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I will keep this open for the next minute. If not, we will end the stream. But anyway, a minute has passed and no one else has sent me a whisper. So I guess this is it, guys. Thanks again for joining in, everyone. Thanks for joining in. This stream will be available on YouTube. I know that we cut in the middle because something happened with OBS, even though my internet was just fine. But I will combine both parts into one solid video, which should be available on YouTube by Tuesday morning. So yeah, thanks guys for joining in. My next stream will actually be on Tuesday evening. I'll be porting another board into QMK. No, actually no. On Tuesday, I'll be unboxing the new 66 key, the Delta Blade. So yeah, check that out if you're interested in a 66 key and want to see how the Delta Blade is and want to hear any of my initial thoughts and opinions. Check me out Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Lil Turk says, who are we rating? That is a very good question. Let's see who is online tonight. But yeah, let's see. Who is someone? Ooh, Basic Build is still on. I was actually watching her just before I started the stream. So let's go raid her. Let's go raid her. But yeah, thanks guys for joining in. Stick around if you guys want to join and watch Basic Builds. See you guys on Tuesday. I'm starting the raid in a couple seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Bye everyone. See you next time.